future of Springfield Symphony Hall announced during its media day earlier today. Representatives from the hall, along with Springfield Mayor Dominic Sarno, shared the wide range of performances, programs, and community events coming to the hall. Mayor Sarno also announced funding for upgrades.
This will be due for technical enhancements, this $250,000. We're going to continue to enhance and improve this historic and majestic Symphony Hall.
The hall's venue and events director says upgrades will be to the production system and curtains, which she says are important improvements.